The session is called Ontological Distinction between Matter and Life. As Shantaji said, my own expertise is quite different from this, but I remember reading a while back about in the writings of James Lovelock in his book Gaia. I think is the person who started, who kind of made this as a concept. When he was working for the US government, he was challenged by this problem of sending a mission to Mars to find life, whether life existed there or not. So it's a crucial thing as to how to design a probe such that the probe was able to detect whether there is life or not. I don't know entirely, well, we still have not found life as such, as far as I know, in these things, but it is a very important important thing because, well, it tells us so much about what we are. So the session has three speakers. The first of them is PSB Sarma, is a Vedic scholar. So in fact, there's an interesting combination of doctors and philosophers in this session. So PSB Sharma is a Vedic scholar from the Kevala Advaita school, Hyderabad, India, and he will talk about the difference between life and matter from a Vedantic perspective. So he will talk for about 20 to 25 minutes, and we will immediately follow with a question-answer session because Sharmaji has to leave shortly thereafter. So please, Sharmaji. I will.
श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं यस्य प्रसादादहमेव विष्णुः मय्येव सर्वं परिकल्पितं च इत्थं विजानामि सदात्मरूपं तस्याङ्घ्रियुग्मं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यम्. Sabhakalpataram Vande. I'm very happy and very much thankful to Sri Shantaji, to Sri Jagannathamji and Bhakti Vijnana Muniji, all the organizers, for giving me a chance to share some views of mine with the august audience. Very much thankful. Actually, I started with a Dhyana Shloka saying, because of whom I came to know that there is no much difference between the universal I and me, and everything is lying in that universal I. There is no much difference between both. So such a Guru, great Guru, first I pray him, I sincerely put my head on the lotus feet of his. So as per the Vedantic view, actually I am not going for any slides or anything. I just wanted to give my lecture just as it is without any slides or anything. Reason is I am not that much prepared. Vedanta says, Tasmadva etasmat atmana akashas sambhutah akashad vayuhu vayoragnihi agnerapah adbhyah prithvi prithivya voshadhayah voshadhibhyo annam. This is how it starts, how the entire this matter is formed, from where it has formed. So the ultimate Brahma, from him the matter has come, but there is no difference between matter and the ultimate. Both are one and the same. Like how when Nataraja dances, he is the king of dancers. He dances in very, very different postures. The dancer and the postures and the beautiful product of dance, all the three are one, but looking in three perspectives. like the way the world, first, the matter has come from the same Brahma. It has spread, it just made its own combinations and turned into different matters, like 5 basic elements of Akasha, Vayu, Agni, from there Jala, and from there Prithvi, without having any difference, being the same. So there is nothing called Jada, there is nothing called Satya. Both, there is only one thing, that is the ultimate conscious. Other than that, there is nothing. So here the great thing is, if we take from where we have come from the mother's womb. To mother's womb, from where we have come? From father's sperm. Later, okay, some of the Panchikrita Panchabhutas of mother also got added in this, but the original seed, it has come from the father's sperm. So father's sperm, from where it has come? It has come from the food particles or whatever we eat, the oshadhis, the medicated food, veggies or whatever it is. From there it has come. So all these veggies and everything, what is the base for that to come? Earth. Mother Earth is base. So from there all this oshadhis, everything has come. So from where the mother Earth has come? So Vedanta says it's from water up it has come. So from water to water, from where this jiva has come, the travel of the jiva we are speaking, the exact life form, how it is getting manifested. So there it has come from up, water. So water has come from where? It has come from fire. As per Vedantic view, it has come from fire. And the fire has come from where? The manifestation of fire is from Vayu. And we were there in Vayu earlier. The life was there in Vayu. And to Vayu, from where we have come? We have come from space. If space is not there, there is no Vayu. If space and Vayu are not there, there is no fire. If space, Vayu, fire is not there, then no chance of water. If space, fire, Vayu and water therefore are not there, there is no chance for earth to come. So the process of life is from space, and into space we have come from the ultimate conscious or the Paramatma or Krishna, whatever you call. From there we have come. Undifferently, there is no difference. Though we are traveling and doing all this journey, there is no much difference. That's where the shloka says, Yasyatva, from there, tasmadya etasmad atmana akasha sambhutaha. So from there our journey has started. Here the speciality is in Vedanta, there is no difference between Jiva and Paramatma. This is the Advaita class. There is no difference between Jiva and Paramatma. Shankara says, Deho devalayo proktaha, Jivo devas sanatanaha, Tyajed ajnana nirmalyam, Soham bhavena pujayet. The ajnana is the only thing which is making us to feel different from the ultimate. So how to show this? How ajnana? Vedanta is something which makes us united with absolute existence. Absolute existence. For example, I'll tell you. Now there are 100 betel leaves. If someone eat one betel leaf, more 99 betel leaves are left. And if someone eats all the 100 betel leaves, so for mathematics, absolutely there is no betel leaf is left, completely it's gone. Some third person later who comes and sees, for him there is no betel leaf there. Person who was sitting beside me when I was eating betel leaf, for him earlier there were betel leaves, but the person who ate that, for him betel leaves are there within him in the form. There is a change in the form, that's all. The form got changed, but betel leaves are still existing in him. Vedanta is something which unites us with the existence. What is existing, with that it reunites us. So we have to understand the difference. Only the forms and names are changing on this earth. Forms and names. Nothing much more. Form will change, name will change. The beetle leaf has changed into some other combinations. It has turned into some chemical properties or whatever you say, matter, or it has turned into some other. But the existence, the real existence. For example, existence only we need to, I am a human being. Say something, it is a tree or it is a mosquito. So generally in the evenings mosquitoes do come here. Even in the IIT campus yesterday evening I was seeing one mosquito, if it enters into my room, it proves its existence. For 1 hour I will not have any sleep. So it is that how we just simply get understood or joined with that existence, not the form. This is what Advaita Vedanta says. So for this they have given a beautiful model called quintuplicative combination of the elements, that is called Panchikaranam. We call Panchikaranam. What happens in this Panchikaranam actually? The basic elements, all the 5, generally we don't see the 5 as it is. In Panchikaranam, Sureshwaracharya wrote a Vartikam called Panchikaranam, for which Shankaracharya wrote, and the Vartikam Bhashya was written by Sureshwaracharya. Sureshwaracharya says 5 elements are divided into 2. For example, you take space, you take air, fire, water and earth. They are divided into 2. S1, S2, space 1, space 2. 50% S1, 50% S2. So, likewise, all the 5 elements. And the 50%, the S2, if all the Panchabhutas are given 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, 12.5, then this entire world is formed. This is what the Vedantic view on life. What Sureshwaracharya says is this quintuplicative combination of the elements. So in this quintuplicative these things, and to understand about Brahma, it is very difficult. But to become Brahman, or to experience Brahman, or to be Brahman is easy. And it is very difficult for anyone through words or through manas to understand this particular system, or to show Brahman, the ultimate, is very difficult. This is what Vedanta says. You can experience it, you cannot say it. How? For example, if someone comes and asks how sugar is, you can easily say sugar is sweet. But if someone asks what is sweet, though you know, you cannot express it, you can only experience it. So this is something which can only be experienced but cannot be expressed. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha, where words, manas, everything stops. After that, there is the ultimate I. The ultimate I is there at that place. To understand this ultimate I or the Brahman, we have to go through Brahma Sutras. Sutra means a knot, which was written by Vedavyasa in 555 sutras. Sutra means a knot. Generally in this world, any knot takes us into bandha. It will tie us. The only knot which can liberate us from this worldly things, from matter to the ultimate I, is Brahma Sutra. So we have to know about Brahma Sutra. So after all this, after the jiva coming like this, how the body is working? Prana is coming. If the jivam, the life is there everywhere, even in the jada life is there, even in the chetana there is life. Chetana and jada, in both there is life, but life when enters into chetana, it is called jivi. the one with life. The one with life, let it be any animal or bacteria or whatever it is. If it is with life and existence and with Chetana, it is called Jivi. And when the life is in Supta Chetana, it is called Jada as per Vedantic view. So, here the important thing what we have to know is, it is running with Pancha Pranas. The body, matter is actually triggering with Pancha Pranas. That's what earlier there was a question. For a dead body, there are all chemicals in it. So many, everything, lipids are there, profiles, molecules are there, proteins are there, everything is there. But still, the life is not shown in that. If the life is from chemicals, at least we should see the properties again. Vedanta says, it is the ultimate I. Because of that consciousness, because of that ultimate, the body is with life and the Chetana is shown. So, how it is working? Prana is divided into 5. That is Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana. So, matter, in matter, again when it comes to the Chaitanyam, Paramatma as Chaitanya will run this body or this Chetana. He shows the existence of Chetana. How? In Bhagavad Gita he says one shloka, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Pranina Dehamashritah Pranapana Samayuktam Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. In Vaishwanara Agnihotra form, I am there in the body of humans or any living being, and it is me who is digesting all 4 types of food, that is Bhakshya, Bhojya, Choshya, Lekhya, one which we just as a keech ke khate jo bhi, and the second one is one which we swallow, we eat normally, and the third one which we lick and eat, the fourth one which we chew and eat. So these are the only 4 varieties of foods that are available. He is the one who is doing pachya of everything, taking the pranavayus, apana and vyana, support of apana and prana and apana. So prana is something which goes 12 inches inside till the lungs, and it will come out as uttama swasa, it will go uchvasa, as nicha swasa, and which is really not useful for this body, it will come out uchvasa, nisvasa. And if any problem occurs, again heart, everything we were speaking, the heart problems, every problem will come. The matter how it turns because of Chetana, and though there is no difference, the work is seen through Paramatma, everything. Apana, the second vayu is apana, adhogamana vayorit apana. For all earth's gravitational forces, the vayus that just go down in our body, they are called as apana vayus. If any difference takes place in the apana, there will be a problem in the tummy and everything. See, system will get disturbed. System will get disturbed. That's where in olden days people used to say, never eat anything, don't pluck anything in the evening and eat. What happens if we eat in the evening? If we pluck something in the evening, till morning it was taking carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen, the same tree just receives carbon dioxide, oxygen, and leaves carbon dioxide. The same thing happens in our system, because apana is something adhogamana vayu. See, 12 inches only the air is coming here, the rest how it is going with mass. When we take water or when we eat food, with mass the oxygen is going inside the tummy. So these all are called apana vayus. Every system is working because of Paramatma. It is been shown very clearly by Paramatma, the ultimate. The entire system is working just because of him. So this is how apana vayus work. Any difference in the apana, in the digestive system or anything, even apana will get spoiled. The energies to the life cells are stopped there. Then the third one is Vyana, Vyapaka Tattva Vayoriti Vyanaha, the one which spread everywhere in the body and stays in the junctions and all sweat pores. It just absorbs the air from outside, whatever it want, from the pores, and even in the form of Madza, it is there in between both the junction points, all the junction points. So in case of any problems with that, again the matter variation will be shown. Chaitanya, matter, both will be not shown exactly. So there some dead things will come as per Vedanta. As per Vedanta. So Here any arthritis problems or something it comes just because of the vyana. And the fourth one is udana, urdhva gamana vayoriti udanaha. For all earth's gravitational forces, any vayus that goes up are called udanas. Udanas come when we swallow, actually as per Ayurvedic sense, I think Dr. G is here, we suck air from ears to maintain our brain. This is as per Vedanta. Whenever we swallow, you observe how you just take air from your ears. So this rejuvenates and keeps your brain active. So, matter is working absolutely because of Paramatma, though not different from it. So that is how it is working. The udana, all five sensory organs will go and sleep. So to understand the creation, there should be a difference of drik and drishya. Drik and drishya. What is drik and what is drishya? Drik is something which is the one who is who sees is drik, and drishya is that which is seen. Seen and seer, these two. So druk drishya viveka is very important. For that we have to understand the model of Vedanta, how we are understanding. If druk is not there, drishya is not there. So for everything druk is very important, then only we understand drishya. So everything is with druk drishya, all the world is with druk drishya, and science looks everything only in the form of drishya. Just see the drishya. Druk is very important. I mean, one who is seeing, from there we have to go, and once we do that inner engineering, we will understand the absolute consciousness. By understanding that consciousness, we can understand how this Vedantic view of matter and life, these two are going together. These two are no different from each other. So this is how it says. Then comes samana vayu. Samana vayu is samatatva vyapaka vayoriti samanaha. Staying in Nabhi, it just maintains entire body system. So this is what is samana, and there are so many upavayus. This particular life and matter, they join together. That's where I am speaking about pranas. If life has to be there, prana should be there. If life has to be shown, prana should be there. If prana is not there, life will search for another body. That is called punarjanma siddhanta. The Vedanta says, according to your karma, you will get a life in the next birth. This life will search for another body. The one which is not triggering in the dead body, the life which is left there will be in search of some other body. This is what Vedanta says. So to understand this, we should know about five sensory organs, five action organs, and four antahkarana, four manas, buddhi, ahankara, chitta, these all. Here what we have to understand is Ichcha Shakti and Kriya Shakti. The ultimate manifests himself as Ichcha Shakti and Kriya Shakti too. So how Ichcha Shakti and Kriya Shakti is working? For example, we will take planet Earth. It is around 6,000 kilometers in diameter. 6,000 kilometers diameter and zillions of weight it is. Still, it is just revolving around the sun, always continuously taking with a absolute speed. It is revolving. That is called as Kriya Shakti, and it is going in an exact plane, seeing the situation. That's where there is a possibility of life on this earth. That is called Jnana Shakti. So Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti, these two he taking together, he will just, he manifested everything. This is another form. So there is no much difference between these two. And one more thing is Ichcha Shakti, Kriya Shakti. If we understand the Paramatma in the form of Ichcha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, he manifested this entire universe, for which there is no difference between both. So this is how actually I wanted to speak something different, as time is very important. Here there is no much difference between matter, life. These two are one conscious, that is Paramatma. This is what Advaita says. Vasudeva, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Sharma ji. So, we'll have some question answers now, please. Any questions? Yeah.
Bangaraiah ji, thank you very much for your nice, presentation. I have put one sloka, and Shankara also accepts the authority of Krishna, and he told about the song famously known, Bhaja Govindam,
Yeah.
and this is the sloka from Bhagavad Gita. You see, Bhagavad Gita 2.12, where Krishna says, there was never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be. So your beginning and the end of the conclusion, there is no difference between Brahman and Jivas and matter, contradicts in this existence of multiplicity. So you can comment on this?
So, actually, the difference between Jiva and Paramatma is just like an ocean and a tide. Okay, from ocean, tide do come. So, because of ocean only there is a tide, but from tide, ocean don't come. That don't mean there is a difference between tide and ocean. Once the tide is suppressed in the ocean, it is nothing but ocean. So, when it is in the form of tide, we have to understand this in different contexts. Every time.
So, where exactly is the contradiction? He says that nothing, I mean, all the time you existed, I existed, and we will always exist.
The same.
The multiplicity always exists. The identity of the you, me, and others does not come.
That is your interpretation. You could also say it as everybody existed as one single cell, and that is all. So, that is, I think, the...
So we have n number of cells in our body. Yesterday, what was told by Sri Jagannathan ji, some trillions of cells. Once we give a shake hand and say, it is me, it is not that it is an independent cell or something different from this. All the cells together is called I. Here, Parityajya. Ahantva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. The ultimate word is mokshayishyami mashuchaha. So the word moksha is nothing but the ajnana what is there in you, I will relieve from that ajnana and there will not be any difference between you and me. Mokshayishyami mashuchaha. Huh? Yeah, see, till when ajnana is there, till when you feel yourself to be different, till when you feel yourself to be different from the ultimate, till when ajnana is there. So what am I telling is, because you have ajnana, sarva dharman parityajya, mam ekam sharanam raja, ananyaha chintayanto mam. Anya is different. Ananya, don't think me as different from you. We both are one and the same. No.
Okay.
The multiplicity, I'll tell you, there is gold, for example, and we make n number of ornaments with that gold. So multiplicity looks in the form of objects. So you will find earrings, you will find some chains, you will find so many other things. There is a multiplicity. But when you come to the Moola Padartha, gold is the one. Let it be in so many different forms.
And also Shankara told there is one moon and there is so many reflections. That's the argument. Because of the argument.
Yeah.
And Ramanuja countered that. Ramanuja Acharya told, okay, Shankaracharya says there is one moon and there are many medias where the moon is reflected. So already you are talking about one and many. There is moon and there is reflecting media and there is reflection, and then Ramanuja countered that. And you have to discuss the contribution of Ramanuja, Madhava after Shankara. They have given a very good critique of the philosophy of Kevala Advaita, and that must be also discussed.
So that is what I said. Actually, in the beginning only I said Nataraja is dancing. Manifestation, Nataraja is dancing. So the dancer, dance forms, and the product dance which has come, there is no difference. All the three are one, though those three are looking different.
So apart from these two, I think we will go for multiplicity more and...
Very nicely presented. You say Panchabhutas are Prithvi, Apa,
Apas,
Tejo,
Tejo, Vayu,
Vayu, For you said Agni, is Tejas or Agni?
So I'll tell
The
you
actual
that
wording is Brahma.
two answers will come actually with that. Fire and heat, those two are not different.
No, heat is not
The
different.
same way,
But
Jiva
light-
and Paramatma are not different.
No.
You can
See,
call it Tejas.
No. The word is Prithvi, Apas, Tejo, Vairakashat.
Yes.
When it became Agni,
When it became
word Agni,
Varad Agni.
because Tejas has its own meaning. Tejas means radiation.
All the Vedanta calls it as Agni, and from Agni Tejas comes.
Please don't say all Vedanta
Yeah.
says it Agni. No. But how I know Brahma, Prithvi, Apas, Tejo, Vairakashat?
So I'm speaking Veda mantra only.
I am not Brahma.
Tasmadva etasmad atmana akashas sambhutah akashad vayuh vayor agnihi. It is being told in Vedanta
See,
as Agni
that-
only.
Telling
It
is
is there in
different.
Bhagavatam, yeah.
Telling is different. Sir, that explanation I don't agree. Please.
You may not agree.
Yes,
Yeah, you can
yes,
ask
yes.
question.
But-
Whether you agree or not, whether it is there in Veda or not is important.
No, please. Okay, next. You said Sutram, Brahma Sutra, Sutram means tie-up,
Not.
KNOT.
Yeah.
But Guna is not. No, sir. Guna is not. Sutra is different. Sutra is only thread. Guna is not.
Any sutra is used for not.
No. Guna is not. Please.
Okay, let-
You can refer to anything.
Even I say Maya as not. I can call it Ajnana as not.
It is okay, it's okay. But the word is Guna.
Now, why Guna only? Why Ajnana is not a not?
For
Anything we can call as not.
For not, people, Vedanta people use Guna.
Where it is?
Saguna, Nirguna.
Saguna is a not.
Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna.
Everything comes out of Ajnana. So that's where I said Ajnana is a not.
Very good. Next, you said Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. You
Yeah.
didn't use Jnana Shakti. Later you used.
Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti. These are the two words which I wanted to use.
Kriya
Yeah.
only, but Jnana you didn't include.
Yes. Kriya and later I said,
No,
I
you
just
said
changed it
that.
and I
You
said
said-
Jnana
you said-
Shakti.
you said
Kriya
that,
Shakti
yes,
and
yes.
Jnana Shakti. Yeah.
Ichha Shakti, actually in my talk I gave, Ichha Shakti I compared with biochemical energy, Jnana Shakti I compared with electrochemical energy, and Kriya Shakti with mechanical energy. Will you agree with it?
No, see, I am not aware of any science, so there is no need for me of accepting, agreeing. My agreeing is not going to do anything, as I am not aware of that subject.
Yeah.
I pay respect to you for important talk. My question is two. Only one is, a drop of water cannot be the ocean. Ocean is a holistic view. As a whole ocean can do some activities which a drop of water cannot do. And number two, this is first question, how they are equal. Second question is that from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Bahuni me betitani janmani tavacha Arjuna tanihang veda sarvani natvang vetha karantava. If it is so, that Arjuna and Krishna both are same, Krishna would not say that you didn't know, I know it.
We both are there from the beginning. But because of Ajnana you are not able to know, because of Jnana I am able to know, so there is a chance for him to get the Jnana and be what Krishna is.
And then that I am saying that drop of water and the ocean, but you actually give the...
So, here, that's what I was telling. The gold is this much or this much. The Moola Padartha when you go, okay, for example, there is a big rock on which one peacock is there and peacock is eating, someone has beautifully sculpted a peacock eating a serpent. Okay. So, for person who sees that peacock is peacock, serpent is serpent, but a jnani looks in a different angle, for him both peacock and serpent are one nothing but only stone.
No, what I am saying, the constituting material is stone.
That's what.
No, that may not be the only question. What is the constituting material. What I am saying, as an existence, a drop of water and the ocean may have
I'll tell you.
H2O of the water
Yeah.
as a constituent. But the system as a whole, ocean system and the drop of water system may not be the same.
Like you know, but
I don't
Yeah.
I don't actually think that he is saying that a drop of water is same as an ocean.
I did not say that.
I'm sure that
It's
there is no system. I mean, he will probably be happier in a drop of water than in an ocean. I mean, if you say you're going to throw him into a drop of water or throw him into an ocean, but I think there is. I mean, it's at a certain other level that he's talking about. I think last question maybe he will. Okay, last.
Okay, for that question, David Bohm, the physicist, said if you take a holographic film, if you shoot a hologram, the process of manufacturing a hologram, if you cut the hologram into half and you project it, you get the full picture. Its intensity is halved. You cut it into half again, you will still get the full picture. So the property of a hologram is even if you cut it into a millionth of the size, each of that film will have the properties of the entire picture. It may not be manifesting to you as it is manifesting when the whole film is shown, but that doesn't deny the existence of the entire characteristic that. So here when you're talking about the water and this one, you're talking about the essential. In the physical chemical parlance, we call it the intrinsic property. But like extrapolating that energy, that analogy to the larger picture, we are all, we when we say we, the stone, the tree, the being, the bird, everybody is essentially carrying the intrinsic properties of the universal whole or the Paramatma as it is said. But we all display different, we all appear different depending upon what the functions and the samskaras have come. Thank you.
So, one small clarification. Sir. Sir, one small. Sir.
Sorry.
Just a small explanation.
Oh, is it?
Excuse me. Just a small, just 30 seconds. I don't take much. In Vedanta, it says, I have placed my finger inside this. So, how much space is there? Only a bottle full of space. I removed this. Now what is it is indicating? The room space. The same finger. I remove the entire room. It shows the mathakasha. So when we are in very ajnana or something like that, the akasha that is shown is a bottle level. But there was no difference between everything. So I have to give example of akasha to understand rather than going into water. When we take, space has no difference. This is bottle full, this is room full, and entire Vishwa. That is the another perception to understand Paramatma.
Thank you. I am Hari, student here at IITM. One question and also, okay, let me ask as a question. Fine. We say we do surrender. No? Why do we surrender? Is a question that we might have to ask.
That I think Nishkama Shantaji would answer better.
Actually, whole of our event is talking about ontological distinction between mechanical, chemical and biological systems. And all these three systems, everybody is searching for a unity, actually. If you see in a mechanical system, external force is the unity. They are looking the force as the unity. In chemical system, the bonding is the unity. But in the organic system, the sentience is the unity. For example, your body has so many cells and so many organisms like bacteria, worms and germs. And if they don't work in harmony, then that create a unfavorable atmosphere, cancerian atmosphere, diseased atmosphere. So everybody individually they have freedom and the free will they exercise. One will is conflicting with another will and they are fighting with each other and an unfavorable atmosphere is created. So what our Vedic science is saying, we are living in an organic whole, like cells means to serve the purpose of the body. So the reality is an organic whole and there is a center and every serving unit must be working for the interest of the center of that whole. So there comes the surrender. Surrender means the will of the center of the whole Like you are working hard, your hand is working hard, but stomach is enjoying. If the hand starts thinking, why I am working hard, why stomach is enjoying, then hand also will suffer. The same way, the surrender means there is a supreme being for whom we are the serving being. We are thinking we are the subject, everything else is the object. But there is a higher plane, the higher center, for whom we subjects are also objects.
Sir, only one sentence. Talk is there. Yes, sir. No. As regards Swamiji, your question is surrender, na? You belongs to Madras? Okay. Have you visited sea? You take bath in the sea? Never. Anybody? Yes. Okay. When the big waves are coming, if you stand before the waves, what will happen? That will smash you. If you surrender, so that will nourish you. So this is the surrender. Go with the rhythm of the nature. No. When
I'll answer you.
Go against the nature, that will smash you.
So actually, there are two things.
Excuse me, Sharmaji.
One is Ishvara Srushti and the
Sharmaji.
other is Jiva
Sorry,
Srushti.
actually, we are
Okay.
also going far afield from the title
I'll
of
drop you in
the,
first.
of the talk, of the subject of ontological distinction between matter and life. So surrender is a very big topic, and you can please
Thank you.
consult outside. So
Thanks a lot.
we will thank Sharmaji for a wonderful talk.